Video, the 8 steps on moving to Oklahoma, is exactly what you clicked on. And while we're going over the 8 steps to move to Oklahoma, we're going to be looking at some houses along the way too. Like this beautiful 4-bed with a bonus room, with a pool and 2 living. No, it's got a bonus room, so sort of 2 living. I don't know, you're gonna love this house. Let's go ahead and talk about the 8 steps to moving to Oklahoma. Step number 1, call us. Tell us what you're looking for. Tell us what lifestyle you love. Do you want a country property with land, acreage, that it's gonna take you about 15 minutes to get to the city, but you still have awesome shopping just 5 minutes down the road? What type, or do you want a house inside the city or a condo inside the city where the association has a beautiful waterfall, beautiful rec room, etc., that you can hold birthday parties at? What is it that you're looking for in your housing, and what's your timeline? Your timeline's super important too. If we don't know your timeline, we don't know when to start looking at stuff. And then, have you already touched base with a lender, or do you need us to connect you with a local lender that other customers just like you have enjoyed working with in the past? What is it you're looking for? What's your timeline? Have you touched base with a lender? Once we do all that, if we haven't touched base with a lender already, we'll book the lender appointment. And then once you get done talking to the lender appointment, we've sent over the hiring agreement too. So you've already had a chance to hire my team and I. So we'll take all that information on what you talked about on your housing, your timeline, what you're looking for, what your wants are, what your needs are, and what the lender says on a price that's safe for you to purchase it. We never want anyone to be house broke. We want you to be in a purchase price that's safe for you. We'll plug that into the database and we'll start looking at houses. But that is more about step number 2. That's step number 1. All right, guys, step number 2. Based off our conversation on step number 1 and what the local lender said is best for you when it comes to payment-wise, down payment-wise, loan type-wise, we're going to set up a search so it's automated so that you'll get info on houses that become available on the MLS instantaneously. Now, of course, there's other sites that you can use like Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist, etc. But these are houses straight from the MLS that come available that you'll be notified that are out there and are available for sale. So we take all that information and then we start looking at houses that become available. Whether that's in the mornings before you go to work, if you go to work late, we can't really get into houses too early, or at lunch during your lunchtime, or when you get off work, or over the weekend, we start looking at houses based off all that information and the search that we set up. Sounds good? Sounds good? Thumbs up? Thumbs up if you're digging it so far. So far, so easy, right? Let's talk about step number 3. Step number 3, finding the right one and writing a winning offer. Finding the right one and writing a winning offer. Guys, after we start looking for houses, then you're going to fall in love with one. You're going to fall in love with one. We'll pull the comparables. We'll see what the market's doing. If there's not that many days on market, then we'll want to write pretty much a full price offer and not ask for too much. But if the days on market are higher, let's say, there's 75 days, 90 days, 100 days, well, of course, you've got a lot better opportunity in that case, because when the house has been on the market longer, the sellers are more likely to want to get rid of it. So we'll base that offer based off the market, based off what you're looking for, based off what the house compared to other homes that we've seen. But like I said, if it's only been on the market a day or 2 days or maybe 4 days, we're going to have to write a full price offer and not ask for that many concessions. But if it's been on the market at the time of this video, if it's been on the market longer than about 90 days, definitely longer than 60 days, longer than 90 days, then the house is definitely overpriced in today's market at the time of this video. So we'll write that winning offer according to the market, according to your needs, and according to that house. Does that make sense on step number 3? Oh yeah, and by the way, if you're with a broker owners, team leaders, or agents that love watching my channel and love watching these videos, guys, I want to work with you over eXp Realty. I want to give you access on how to make amazing videos just like I make to help attract customers to my team and my referral agents throughout the state so you can implement that in your business. I also want you to be able to implement things like bold trails, aka previously known as KV Core. I want you to implement the healthcare options, the team options. Guys, we got some amazing team splits over at eXp Realty. If you're a broker owner or a team leader looking to become more of a sales manager and take off that heavy lifting of transaction coordinator, take off the heavy lifting answering the broker questions, take off that heavy lifting of accounting, etc. We've got the systems, tools, and training in place at eXp Realty. Whether you're a broker owner, team leader, or an agent, to really take your level and let you build however big an organization you want in eXp Realty. Even when it comes to the mentorship training, guys, the mentorship training is better than my college education that I got in real estate. I swear to you, it's going to set you up and your team members up and your, what is it called? Your agents, if you're a broker owner, your agents up for success just going through that mentorship training, guys. Reach out to me if you're kicking around the idea of working together with me at eXp Realty. I'd love to chat with you about all that, how to make these amazing videos and everything that eXp Realty has to offer. All right, guys, let's get back to the video. Step number 4, escrows, inspections, and appraisal. Escrows, inspection, appraisal. Check this out. Look at that kitchen. Is that not beautiful? That is just a beautiful kitchen. Yeah, that's a pool back there. Escrows, inspections, and appraisal. So once you go under contract, guys, it's not over. We're actually just dating the house once we go under contract. Shout out to my buddies at Legit Agents for that. But you're just starting to date the house. You're gonna pay someone $400, $500 to come do inspections on the house and see if it's the right house for you or if there's any major repairs that need done before you actually buy it. Oh my gosh. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a 4-bed, bonus room, 4-bath house. Wow. 4-bed, 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 4-bath, bonus room with a swimming pool house. This is a nice house, guys. Super nice house. But during that inspection process, all they're basically going to be doing is checking everything, going through it with a fine-tooth comb, from electrical to, what is it called? Electrical to mechanical, your heat and air, mechanical. They're going to be opening and closing every single door. They're going to be pushing an electric plug checker in every single plug to make sure that it's grounded, etc., etc. They're really going to go through the home. They're really going to go through the home with a fine-tooth comb. You'll also get your termite inspection done. If it's a house like this one, that you have a pool, then you'll want to get a pool inspection done also. But that's what they're going to be doing. And then if they find anything, if the home inspector finds anything on the inspection, then that home inspector will recommend additional inspections at that time. You'll go into escrow. So you're going to give your escrow money over to the title company. You're going to give your escrow money over to the title company, and the title company will start opening up title. They're going to make sure that you've got clear title to the house. That's what they're going to do. Check out this pool. Look at that. That's awesome. And as they're checking on clear title to the house, they're going to make sure that when you buy it, they're going to give you an insurance policy on the title also that will protect your rights to the house, so no one later on can come back and try to say that they own the house. And also your bank is going to open up the appraisal on the house. Let me adjust this real quick. Your bank's going to open up the appraisal on the house so that you'll be able to, let's go ahead and keep a look at that pool. You'll be able to find out if that house value meets the sales price. So during the inspections, step number 4, escrow, appraisal, and inspections, those are your due diligence period that we have to go through. Now you got to get this done according to the contract. If you go over your time on the contract, which you don't want to do, you cannot go over your time on the contract, because if you do, guys, you just bought that house as is, minus the appraisal. Okay, during the inspection period, you got to get it all done. If you go over your inspection period time, you bought the house as is, you still got to go through the title timeline. The title timeline has its own timeline. Typically, when you get the title report, you have 10 days to say yes or no. And the inspection timeline is on the appraisal. The appraisal timeline is when the appraiser gets over there, when the appraiser starts doing the appraisal, when you get the results of those appraisals back. So step number 4 is basically your due diligence, inspection, appraisal, and escrow period to really get to know the house when you're dating the house. And if there's trees in the backyard, it never ever hurts in Oklahoma to go ahead and have the sewer system scoped. If you happen to buy a house with trees in the backyard, because if roots got in the sewer system, it could be a $6,000 to $8,000 job to fix that sewer. That's the sewer drain line. All right, guys. Step number 5: we review the title report, we review the inspection report, and we review the appraisal report, and we decide, is this the right house? Do we want to still keep moving forward on the new home? Because remember, we were dating the house in step 4, and now we're getting ready to ask ourselves, do I want to buy a ring? Do I want to buy a ring for that house? So after we review the title report, if there's anything in there that we weren't expecting that we need to work through, that's a cloud or something like that, then of course we start working through those items. If there's no clouds on it and the title report is what we were expecting the property to have on the title report, then we check off that box on the title report. On the inspection report, how did the inspections go? Is the house as clean as we thought it was gonna be? Or are there some things that we need to negotiate out with the seller? Or are there some items that we're like, whoa, you never said that. And we're like, we're canceling this. We're canceling this, sorry. So there's 3 different ways to take the inspection report. Like I said, it's what we thought, it's some items that we need to negotiate, or it's something that we need to completely cancel the contract over. And you'll be able to make that decision because you're the one buying the house, so you've got to make that decision. But we'll give you all the information on everything, let you know what other customers have done in the past when it comes to inspection reports, and let you make that final decision so you have as much information as possible to make a most informed decision. And then on the appraisal, it appraises and it does or does not have conditions. Or does it appraise? So it appraises, it doesn't appraise, it does have conditions, or does it have conditions? Those are the 4 things that we need to work through on the appraisal. If it comes up short, we ask the seller, hey, it's short. Or if we know the appraiser was an idiot and we're like, oh, we don't want to lose this house and it's only short like a couple grand, we're like, don't worry about it, we'll take care of it, we want this house. And if there were conditions on it, are the conditions something that the seller can easily take care of? And if it is, great. If it's something that the seller can't easily take care of, then we have to ask ourselves, is it something we want to take care of to move forward with the purchase on this home? Once again, it's more of just a give and take, deciding where you are in your journey of buying a house, where this house stacks up to others that we've looked at in the past, and what your end goal is with the house. Same thing with the title report, same thing with the inspections, and same thing with the appraisal. Does that make sense? Step number 5 makes sense? Step number 6, I'm moving to Oklahoma. It's 3 days before closing. It's 3 days before closing, guys. Do not go buy new furniture. Don't go buy a new car. Don't open up any new lines of credits. Don't get a Target card, a Sam's card, anything like that. Keep your credit tight. And then also, you'll want to prep the movers. Triple check with the movers. They're good to go. Make sure the utilities are initiated in your name. You're going to want utilities when you move in. You don't want to sleep in a house your first night with no electricity or no gas. No electricity in the summer, no gas in the winter. That would be horrible. Make sure that make sure the funds to close and the wiring instructions you have from the title company, and you're ready to go. Make sure you got all your ducks in a row to have a successful closing, because guess what, guys? You're about to close on your new home. You're about to close on your new home. I'm so excited for you. And step number 7, guys, the day before closing, we're gonna be doing the final walkthrough, making sure that when the seller moved out of the house that they didn't break anything when they moved out. We're also going to be making sure we're triple checking, quadruple checking that the movers are scheduled. I know we already talked about that on the last step, making sure the movers are scheduled. But even on step number 7, we're going to triple check and double check that the movers are scheduled. And then I was seeing if this house had a storm shelter. I'm not seeing a storm shelter here in the garage. Man, this is such a nice house. And we're gonna make sure that the earnest money is wired over to the title company. I know on the previous step, we talked about getting the wiring instructions from the title company to email the the funds for closing. We're gonna get those wired over to the title company because it's that time to get them wired over. You don't want any hiccups on the day of closing. Have the funds to close at least 1 day before closing. And really, you're just making sure you're ready to close on it, guys. Step number 7 is just at the end. The next step is wrapping it up. It's closing and stuff like that. But yeah, step number 7, the day before closing, we're doing the final walkthrough, or we're doing the final walkthrough the day before closing or 1 hour before closing. We're making sure all the utilities are on. We're making sure the movers are lined out. We're making sure that the title company has our funds for closing. That's step number 7 when you're moving to Oklahoma. All right, well, I forgot to record step 8 while I was out looking at those houses. So I'm recording them here from Egypt. No, it's fake background. Step number 8, guys, it's closing day. It's the day you're buying your house. You want to show up to the closing company. If we just did the final, step 7 had the final walkthrough on it. But if we did do the final walkthrough on step 7, which we would have, step 8 is closing. So from the final walkthrough, we're going to go swing by the bank. We're going to have the escrow funds, not escrow. Why do I keep saying that? We're going to have the down payment funds or what is it called? The down payment funds. The funds to close. The funds to close are the down payment funds. We're going to swing by the bank and pick those up, or we already had them delivered to the title company on step 7. Please already have them delivered to the title company on step 7. We're going to go to the title company as purchasers of the home. We're going to go in first. We're going to sign everything. It might take 20, 30 minutes. If you're a reader, let my team and I know. If you're a reader, let my team and I know. That way we can make the lender and the title company send you copies of everything 2 or 3 days before closing. That way you can review all the docs, and if you got any questions, you can ask the title company or the lender those questions at that time. Those are lender and title company docs. They're not real estate docs, so we got to get you in contact with the lender or title company if you got questions on the closing docs and get those answered. That way when you show up to close, you're just going through there signing everything. Once you sign, the sellers go in, they sign. Once the sellers sign, everyone sits in the lobby. They're waiting for the title company to complete the closing and funding. Once the closing and funding is completed, the seller will give you the keys. The title company will give the seller the check, and then everyone is done. The seller goes on their way, and then you go back, head to your new home with the moving truck. If you park the moving truck in front of the home, then you back it up to the driveway and you start unloading the moving truck. But that's it. You guys got your home. You guys purchased your home. So step 8 is making sure that the escrow funds are to closing, if not escrow, making sure the closing funds are to closing, and then you go through the process of closing, which is just signing a ton of papers, getting the keys from the seller, going back to your new home and unloading your U-Haul truck or having the movers unload their truck into your new home. Now, also, if you forgot on step 7 to make sure the utilities were activated, you better be calling those utilities while we're waiting in the lobby during step 8 for the closing to happen. Or on the way to closing, you better be calling those utility companies, making sure that they have them activated in your name, so when the movers or your family are unloading the U-Haul and stuff like that, you can actually use the restroom, you can actually turn on the air conditioner, etc., etc. But that's it. Those are the 8 simple steps on moving to Oklahoma, guys. And that was step number 8. If you really enjoyed this video, my team and I were absolutely here to help you with all your real estate needs, whether you're buying, investing, or selling throughout the state of Oklahoma. My team and I, we're here to help. If we don't have a team member in that exact area in the state of Oklahoma, we'll let you know if we have a referral agent or not in that area. And if we do, great. If we don't, we'll be upfront with you about that too. We got most of the state covered, not all of it, but most of the state covered, so that you can work with my team and I as you're purchasing, investing, or selling throughout the state of Oklahoma. Give the video a big thumbs up. Anyone that you know who is also thinking about moving to Oklahoma or relocating to Oklahoma, share this video with them. Say, hey, here's a great video on the 8 steps to moving to Oklahoma that I'd like you to take a look at with me. And they could watch the video with you and they can be like, oh wow, that was really informative. Thank you so much. Especially it helps people. The more information you know about the process when you're moving, the easier the process is. That's like it is in anything. Am I right? Thumbs up. Am I right? The more you know, the easier it is to accomplish anything. I really enjoyed spending this time with you guys today. My team and I's contact information is also down in the description below. Thank you so much, guys, for enjoying the channel. Consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my new videos. See you guys on the next one.